Hi, how are you doing? So for today's videos, I will talk about hospital dietary aid. So what is a hospital dietary aid? What is their job? What is your duty? What are you supposed to do inside a hospital? So let's jump into it. So a quick overview as a hospital dietary aid is that your main responsibility is preparing and handling the food for the patient inside the hospital. So what does that mean? So from my interaction and from what I learned talking to dietary aide inside my hospital is that here's the thing. So in a hospital, right, usually you get your three main meal. You have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So let's say lunch is around 12 o'clock, right? So the hospital dietary aide will get the food ready in the kitchen. Again, I want to make this clear. Dietary aide inside a hospital, you don't cook. That's the cook, and then that's the chef job inside the hospital. So they will prepare the meal. Your job is that, let's say the hospital chef, the hospital cook will finish the meal. They will say, hey, here you go. They prepare it. Now you can get in all that meal, put into the hospital tray, and then inside the hospital container. There's a big container that we put the tray in, right? And then you would take that container up to the floor. My hospital have 7 floors, so you take it into the floor. Let's say go to the 5th floor, right? Go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. So when you get to the floor, you will take that tray to each patient room. Each patient will have different type of meal order, because let's say it's this patient in 505 need a parade meal. So that means the patient can eat hot food, so the meal has to be parade. Let's say the patient is on a salt diet. Patient cannot have too much salt. So the nurse or the charge nurse on that floor will call down to the kitchen. You as a dietary aide are probably gonna take the order and then convey that to the chef and the cook to say, hey, the patient in this 510 need this diet, this meal. Can you make it? They will make it, give to you, and then you have to go up to the floor and give to the nurse or to the patient room. Let's say you go to the room, right? The patient is not there. You go talk, hey, let's say patient went on a procedure, so you leave that meal with the nurse. So a quick example how your day will gonna be is this. Let's say you take a container of food up to the floor, right? So let's go to the floor. You take each tray of hospital tray to each patient room, and then after you're done with that, you let the charge nurse or the nurse knows, hey, I'm already done all my round for this floor. I'm going to the next floor. I will come back later to get all the tray. So you go to the next floor, do the same thing. Next floor, do the same thing. And after maybe 30 minutes or something like that, you come back to the floor. The first one you did and say, okay, I'm here to collect the tray. You can pick up everything, all the dirty dishes and all the dirty tray, put that back to your container, take it down to the kitchen. And then now, here's the thing. This is a hospital, so they don't expect you to wash all the dishes. There's a dishwashing machine inside the kitchen. So all you need to do is take all that dirty tray, all the food that they don't eat, throw in the trash, and then put the tray inside the dishwashing machine for the machine to clean it themselves. Now, after you've done that, you take that big container again up to the floor, to the next floor. Let's say go to the 2nd floor, do the same thing. Go to the 3rd floor, do the same thing. Take down the kitchen, clean, go up and up and up, and then eventually you are done. So now, when you're done with your lunch, right? Now, there's a time between from lunch to dinner. During this time, it usually just depends on what a nurse is gonna call you and say, hey, I have new patient coming in. I have new patient intake. This patient need this meal. So let's say this patient need juice, water, milk, or something. Or I just need a sandwich, a simple lunch bag. And I say, okay, then the cook will prepare that. You take it up to the floor. So additional duty that you might see as a hospital dietary aide is that you could check the inventory, check the food temperature, make sure, review the food order from the nurse, make sure everything's correct. You don't want to skip the patient a wrong meal. This is very important because every meal have a checklist or have a food order, the meal order from the nurse. So before you give the tray to the patient, check that first. And then if you have downtime, you can help clean the kitchen by sweeping the floor, mopping the floor. again, this depends on the hospital guideline, depend on where you work at. And honestly, I think this is a good entry-level job if you have experience in like working in a restaurant and eventually want to transition into working in a hospital in healthcare, because I know people who have start as a dietary aide. Eventually, after 9 to a year, they transfer into become a patient transporter or something else inside a hospital. Because as long as you get your foot into the door in the hospital, you have higher chance to get hired inside a hospital. So let's say you become a dietary aide. Oh, another thing, because as working as dietary aide, you will have a lot of interaction with nurses. And you pretty much, the nurse will call you, hey, I need this, can you help me get a lunch bag for this patient? So you will talk to a lot of nurses. At the same time, you will go to different floor that the patient stay in. Again, you don't really take care of the patient, you just deliver the food, the tray to them. But at the same time, like you tell you're there, you could talk with them a little bit, but then remember, you will be a lot of moving around, there's a lot of you need to have a place to get to. So you say, hey, how are you? Hi, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Here you go. This is your tray. Enjoy your meal. You move on to the next room. But it's kind of give you in the motion of expecting what's gonna be in the hospital. So eventually, when you become something, work as something else inside a hospital, like CNA, eventually become a nurse or any medical profession inside a hospital, you kind of know the department, the location, and how the hospital run. So this is a good recommendation that I will want you to take in consideration. Well, I hope you learned something new from this video. What is your thought on hospital dietary aide? Comment down below and subscribe. On this channel, I talk about my life experiences and my journey in healthcare. Okay, hope you have a good day. Take care of yourself, believe in yourself, and love yourself. And I will see you again on the next video. Bye!